We conducted a doctrine on its territories, but how strange it again say I want to hear your viewers, your audience, and on television, on the internet. We spent teaching at its site. Let's imagine that we have your troops would be sent in directly proximity to your borders as you responded. We didn't. We on its territory. You here in Alaska conducted well. God grant you health, but you came across the ocean to our borders, gave thousands of soldiers and thousands of technology, and do you think that we see aggressive and hello, Eugene came here. Well, your Ukraine neighbor early in the beginning of the year, he said that was a large crowd, armed forces, Russian troops on the border with Ukraine was the reason why it was made to here. We first performed in the Ukraine, but always pushing to wash. Now continued and personnel, military equipment in the area of conflict on the southeast of Ukraine, the Donbas 1st, 2nd. We conducted planned exercises on its territory, and not only in the south, the Russian Federation, and in the Far East, and in the north and the Arctic. Carried out military exercises at the same time, conducted exercises in several regions of the Russian Federation at the same time. The United States carried out military exercises in Alaska. So on. Wait a minute, you know that there is probably, I tell you I know this already close to our borders, but it is in your area. We even this drew the attention, and that's what is happening now on our southern borders is teaching. Defender Europe means 40,000 personnel, 15,000 units of military equipment. Some of them have been transferred from the American continent directly to our dreadnought. We have transferred our equipment to the American borders. What are you worried about? Coins for him to take, but various as often. What exercises we do, and the same in response to your actions on your exercises. Your confrontation with NATO largely in fact aggravated the situation, and the Narcissus genus playing defense study and defense in the period of the Soviet Union. So even Gorbachev, thank God alive, asked him, but delicious still. It was promised that there will be the expansion of NATO to the east. But were these promises to waves of NATO expansion written somewhere? Where was assigned to this promise? You done correctly cheated twit for camps we have, so people say. So it means we need to fix everything on paper. John McCain directly at the Congress called you a murderer. We will go there too. Did not deny it. Even Trump did not deny it. And when Biden asked us directly, he also replied so in simple terms. The president's killer is not a listener. I have become accustomed during my work to attacks from different sides for a lot of reasons and of different quality and sharpness. There is nothing surprising. We are arguing with those people with whom we work on it. It is necessary in the arena. We are not the bride and groom. We do not swear to another eternal love and friendship. We are partners and compete in some ways. But as for the harsh rhetoric, it seems to me that this is generally a manifestation partly common American culture. Of course, let's say in Hollywood, There is a remember about Hollywood in the beginning of our conversation is the deep things of course can't refer to a work of art in cinematography, but most often it is such a machismo that is as in the U.S., including political culture, like it is normal. By the way, grief at the we don't but it. After this rhetoric you should offer to meet and to discuss bilateral issues, international politics. I see it. Since the desire to work together is this desire serious, we are ready to support Jones. Here my directly to the question, don't answer the lights. We'll head now if you'll excuse. So I hear such accusations in the top 10, especially during our difficult events in the field, in time for our fight against terrorism in the North Caucasus. I always follow the interests of the Russian state and the Russian people, and these sentiments about this out there who like what who calls I absolutely do not care. She here a list of the names. Anna Politkovskaya shot dead, and Litvinenko was poisoned with polonium. Boris the Germans a few meters from the Kremlin shoot the death of Mikhail Lesin died of injuries in Washington. It's your sacrifice. Look, but you know what, I don't want to be rude, but it looks like some of this here indigestion with words you have listed. A lot of people who really suffered died in different times for various reasons, from the hands of different people under Listen. You mentioned it worked in my administration. It is very well treated. He died in USA, died or were killed. I don't know. Well, you should ask how he died there, for example. It is still a pity that our Dowell life, in my opinion, is very decent, a decent man. As for the other someone about, we found someone not of those criminals who made these or other crimes, so someone in jail sitting. We will continue to work in the same. The glass key in the mode reveals all their actions cause, which is against the law, and their actions brings the damage, including to the image, the Russian Federation. But that's how it in a row, just to break it. Pointless incorrect is not particularly no reason, but